Hello everybody, my name is Star Wars Boy, how are you? And welcome back to the channel for a brand new Star Wars Battlefront 2 video. In this video, we continue the reinforcement guide series with a reinforcement guide on the Ovissian gunners. Before I start this video, I just want to let you guys know that only a small percentage of viewers are actually subscribed. So if you're not subscribed already, be sure to subscribe. It's completely free and it helps out the channel. Anyways, let's get started. Taking a look at the Ovissian Gunner's base stats, she has a base health of 320 and a health regain of 320, which is lower than most reinforcements. Her battle point cost is 2,000 in Galactic Assault, meaning she is one of the pricier reinforcements. Her weapon is her Z6B rotary cannon, and it does some pretty good damage. The damage per hit is 25 to 11, which does seem pretty low, but when you consider a DPS of 375 to 165, you will understand. It also has pretty good range, coming at 20 to 50 meters, and the overheat is after 67 shots, meaning that this rotary cannon is very powerful. Her first L1 ability is called Anti-Armor Mode and has a really quick 2.5 second cooldown. Toggle the rotary cannon into a high-powered anti-armor mode for increased efficiency against shields and vehicles. The damage is 81 to infantry. As for the pros, it does have an infinite duration. The only way to deactivate this ability is if you toggle it off yourself, which is pretty good. It also has great damage to vehicles. I've seen Ovissian gunners take out ATSTs on crate all the time with this thing, and it's ridiculously easy and it's really helpful as ATSTs are really annoying. As for the cons, it does have a long arming time as you will have to sit through the short animation before using this thing. Her R1 ability is called Charge and has a 10-second cooldown. Charge forth and slam into the enemy to knock them down. The damage is 150. As for the pros, it does have a fast cooldown, can one-hit kill 3 out of the 4 classes, all except the heavy, and knocks down enemies. As for the cons, I'd have to say none. This is a pretty simple ability which I think is really good for the Ovissian gunner. If you simply knock down an enemy hero or enemy reinforcement and charge up your rotary cannon, then you can do some serious damage against them. Her final middle ability is called Defensive Stance and has a 20-second cooldown. Instantly cool the rotary cannon and damage dealt replenishes health for you and nearby allies. The duration of this ability is 9 seconds. As for the pros, it heals 5 health per hit and 25 health per kill, which is absolutely ridiculous. It also prevents weapon overheat and has a 10-meter radius, which is really good. As for the cons, it does have slow movement and restricts your movement to only walking pace, which is kind of annoying, however it's reasonable. It also has a long cooldown, which again is reasonable because this ability is really good. It's pretty similar to the Clone Commando's middle ability, however it differentiates in its own ways. But this ability is honestly really good and it's probably her best. Now moving on to her star cards, and these are 3 star cards that I personally use all the time when using the Ovissian gunners. The first card is Acquisition. You're able to keep your middle ability active for longer, from 17% to 66% with a maxed out star card. This one is plain and simple. The Ovissian gunner's middle ability is absolutely insane, regenerating your health upon hits and kills. Not only that, but it also lets you fire your rotary cannon without any reload, so it's honestly really good. This card is really useful for most reinforcements, and it's really useful for this one. The next card I'm going to recommend is Hardened. Maximum health is increased by 5% to 20% with a maxed out star card. The Ovissian gunner will be even more of a tank with more health, so this card is definitely a must. The final card I'm going to be recommending for the Ovissian gunner is Survivalist. Despite what I wrote down, the in-game description actually reads that health regenerates faster, from 55 health to 100 health with a maxed out star card. This one again is plain and simple. Making them even more of a tank is getting their health back up as fast as possible. This one is a must-have and it's one that I frankly always use with her. Now, the Ovissian gunner is actually inspired by the species that we see in the beginning of episode 9, handing Finn the secret message of Emperor Palpatine, I guess. We only see him for a few seconds before he is killed by Kylo Ren and the Knights of Ren. Now, one in-game detail I thought I'd mention is that she actually has a loth cat painted onto her minigun scratched out. A loth cat is the cats that inhabit Lothal, and we saw them in Rebels and The Mandalorian. I thought it was a really cool detail and just had to mention it here. So that is going to be it for this reinforcement guide, guys. We have a lot more to go. On top of that, I have a brand new series either coming next week or the week after, so be sure to stay tuned for that. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. So see you guys next time. Happy New Year and bye. May the Force be with you always.